And of course, the business day is where we start. And this is the big focus for a lot of attention in the news cycle is the budget talks in overdrive. And of course, we know the DA and ANC are locked in discussions ahead of this week's parliamentary vote. And they're saying intense talks behind closed doors between the ANC and DA stretched late into last night over the fiscal framework before a parliamentary vote on Wednesday in a bitter standoff that has the government of national unity teetering. This is what they're saying here in the business day. And at the center of the clash, as you know, is Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana's VAT rate increase in the budget that was tabled 2 weeks ago, which has become a battleground for competing visions of South Africa's economic recovery. We'll go deeper into that in a short while with our guests, so please do stay with us here on Morning Live. Also the photograph there, goodness me, I don't know if you've also been seeing some devastating images coming out of Myanmar after that earthquake, and also in Bangkok. Commuters drive past a collapsed building in Mandalay, Myanmar on Sunday in the aftermath of that 7.7 magnitude earthquake. Foreign rescue teams and aid have been rushed into the country. I saw that one footage, and it was a video, I think, of people on top of a building in Bangkok, and they were in a swimming pool, and then suddenly that building started shaking and they left. Oh my goodness, how devastating. And yeah, the picking up the pieces was there. Back to cabinet over TV blackout. That's the one they're also looking at. And Standard will still invest in oil and gas. All right, there we go. Let's leave that there. That's the business day. The Star is the next paper that we have for you, and the Star is basically talking Dada Morero saves the day for now. Economic concerns arise from the name change debate impacting tourism and local businesses significantly. I'm sure you've guessed which name change we're talking about. He's applying for diplomatic sensitivity to the proposed name change that would turn Santon Drive into Leila Khaled Drive. The US, which had declared Khaled a Palestinian freedom fighter, as a terrorist, has threatened to shut down its consulate in Santon if that street name is changed. So remember, the US consulate is on that road, so they not feeling too happy about that. United States cuts military defense ties to South Africa. Oh, another issue that the country needs to deal with in a significant development that marks a further deterioration in relations between South Africa and the US. Washington has announced the suspension of military assistance and cooperation with the SANDF. A memo that is at this point still clandestine reveals that on the 13th of March, the US Department of State outlined the decision, which is in line with an executive order signed by President Donald Trump. So that's what they're saying there. Then at the bottom of the paper there, Ramaphosa says the budget will be passed with or without the DA. So they're also having a look at those negotiations behind the scenes. All right, let's leave that there and let's take a look at the Citizen. And that is looking at the toxic river of cancer. And they're saying your unborn child is at risk as dangerously high levels of cancer-causing chemicals are in the Klip River in Gauteng. This is according to a study by the University of Johannesburg. This also threatens aquatic life and livestock, as about 60% of South Africa's river ecosystems are in a dire state. Wow. Okay. Then they're heading there. Boer Makabang, playing with Boer Makaplan. That's what they're saying there. And this is Ultimate Fighting Championship World Middleweight Champion. That's Dricus du Plessis fires the cannon in Susanna on Saturday at the Voortrekker Monument in Pretoria to protest against unreliable power supply, cable theft, and poor service delivery. And then a new bill for dodgy NGOs mulled. That's the front page of the business of the Citizen. Let's move on to the Sowetan now. Beautiful photograph on the front page there, and this is of Miss Universe 2019, Zozibini Tunzi and Lutando Sweet Boy Buluwano during their traditional wedding at the groom's home. And this is in Tsolo in the Eastern Cape at the weekend. The newlyweds are childhood sweethearts. So isn't that lovely? All right, their wedding being celebrated. And then Sedibeng vehicle licensing fraud. How employees stole 23.5 million rand. 3 employees allegedly stole 4.5 million in just 4 days, later receiving a slap on the wrist after pleading guilty at an internal disciplinary hearing. RTMC ropes in hawks to probe fraudulent use of NATIS and recommends investigation into whether municipal management colluded on theft. Wow. All right. Then, of course, local coach in technical team won't change anything. How policewoman secured 5 life terms for a serial rapist, and the importance of timeframes to solve the water crisis. So those are your newspapers. That was the Sowetan. Let's also show you the website, the sabcnews.com website, all your stories and more there as well. Please do visit it. Morning, noon and night, they keep on being updated with all of the content that you need, with videos, reports, interviews, you name it. It's all there, as well as podcasts. So that's sabcnews.com. Then, of course, download that SABC Plus app. And all you have to do is register and download it onto your device, and all of this content is yours for free. It is now 7 o'clock on this Monday morning. Here's your news.